guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Cory, and today, yes, I'm showing you all my Benu pen collection. It doesn't even fit the frame. Yes, here. So if you are still looking for a gift for yourself or for your loved ones, it may not be too late, or you can have it belated, but these pens will give you an idea of which Benu you want to get. Previously, I've posted a video of the different comparisons of the Benu pen models, but this time, these are all what's in my collection. So I'm not gonna tell you each and every story. I will just try to recall the names, and these are all 21 pens, and I'm not sure if let's try to do one pen less a minute story time. So if you're here for fountain pens and all, this video is for you. It's exclusive all Benu from my collection. I have 21. So far, I think this is the most biggest collection that I have. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you my favorite and my least favorite, and maybe the most expensive and the less expensive, these two categories. That's what we want to know, obviously, if we want to purchase a pen. So let's begin from the very first, the smallest are the Pixies from the Benu pocket pens. So by far, they are much smaller than Kaweco, if you are familiar with Kaweco pens from Germany. So these Pixies are initially sold per piece, and then they launched a set. So these Pixies of mine are the metallic set. So there is the gold, the silver, and the bronze. I think this one here is honey something, and I traded with the bronze because I gave away one for my 2,000 subscribers giveaway here on YouTube. So these are the Pixies, and you'll get 3 pens for 130, I believe, set. And this is a number 5 steel nib, Schmidt steel nib, and comes with a cartridge. There is no converter for this. So if you, and also it's a twist, but can be also pushed. That's what I observe. This one is twist, so I think there is something wrong with the older model. This one, the resin has loosened up, but I believe this was in the initial model. So yeah, are we timing ourselves here? So enough of Pixies. And next is the Ambrosia line. So Ambrosia is again another pocket pen, and this is the brown orchid. I talked more about each pen dimensions in the previous video, Benu video. So I'm just gonna quickly take you through my collection. Second here is third pen here is the Benu Minima in gold. So again, this is another pocket pen, and this is not postable. Comes with cartridge, I think. Yes, there is no pocket pen. There's no converter for this. And there's so many twists, as you can see. So this is one collector's pen. This is the Benu Minima. I say collector because not everyone will have this sparkly taste, you know. And moving on to the next is this molder. I think this belongs to the Skulls and Roses collection, but unfortunately this is no longer available to purchase. I had the last piece, and so I'm so happy. It's kind of like a collector's pen as well. This is not my usual vibe with all the textured embellishments here, but it's a great gothic-like pen. We have here another a new model. This belongs to the Briolette collection, and this is the Starry, which means star. And I don't think this still belongs to a pocket pen, but if you're a man with a huge hand, this still is a pocket pen, and it's ink for my December. So yes, this is the Starry. I will link up all the pen below, so you will not have to go back and forth in my video. Okay, the Benu logo here is very discreet. Next is the Astrogem Midas. Midas. So this is a unique shape pen, like I said in my previous video, from thin to thick. So I don't know how to call this shape, and there's like facets everywhere here. So yeah, if you're into unique pen colors, excuse the swatching, lippy swatching. So this is the I had this in 1.1 stub nib. So the stub nib is not a Schmidt, I believe it's a Jowo. And yeah, it comes all normal size pens for Benu comes with converters. So we have here next is the Benu Talisman. I've mentioned before in my previous video, this is not the Golden Beach, this is the Northern Gold. So the names can be a little tricky here to remember. So yeah, this is the Talisman model, still quite small for the normal size, and you have here the accent on both ends, so you get the plain part here, and the Benu logo is also a bit discreet or faded, I'm not sure. So next here is the Daily Mate. I will just flash the name there, I forgot, I did not remember what is this. It's not the Sunday one. I will put the text here. So yeah, this is my only Daily Mate as well. So if you will notice, if I have one or two more of the same category, meaning I like that model, not that I don't like this, but those are my favorites. So next we have here the Tessera, the Sunstone model. So Tessera is like a stained glass window inspired, I'm not sure, but you will feel texture here, and because it's a little bit translucent, so it looks like a stained glass window, you know, those Spanish inspired like churches. So this is the pen. I have no ring light here, so this is the actual color. Looks like amber brown, and there's a spread of golden flakes across cap and body. The Benu logo is quite big here, but it's what is the word? It's connected with the design, so there is no in your face Benu logo there. Next is the Hot Haute model. This is the Lustre. So the Hot or Haute, I'm not comfortable saying Haute because I'm not French, but this one comes with around 10 models. This is a new launch, new shape, new model for Benu this year, and this comes with around 10 or more from the gem collection. Those are the prototypes, and this one is the Lustre. I love this because it has only swirls. So if you notice, all Benu have those sparkling accents, and that is the Benu signature, but this time they tried to tone down by using swirls, and no two pens are alike. If you are getting a swirl pen, that's a given thing because they're just, you know, mixed. But I love this because it's really like those champagne and this pinky section here. That's why this is my favorite Haute. I've seen the others, but this one is calling me. Flare also is good, but yeah, again, it's flakes, gold and all. Here we have the Euphoria collection. So I have 5 types of Euphoria here, so you can say that this is my favorite most of the time, but these are new, so I'm gonna talk about tribute later. So Euphoria is the widest collection of, I believe, of Benu. So we have here my very first Benu pen that I purchased 3 years or 4 years ago, and this is the Ocean Breeze, and this is my one and only glow in the dark pen from Benu. So this is the classic Euphoria. This comes with the batch of that Vodka on the Rocks and this. They are the first Euphoria launch, which you will notice most of the Euphoria older models are in silver trims. Recently only that Benu started doing gold trims, which I began to, oh my god, this is it, because I never liked the silver trims from the start, but because the flakes here are silver dust, so it does just go with the design. I also cannot imagine if this is gold. So yeah, this is the Ocean Breeze, my very first Benu, and the rest is history. Now we have the second Benu here. The very first Benu pen that was gifted to me. This is the Summer Joy, and also my very first hand-painted pen I got. So it's in yellow, mustard yellow, mustard shade. So I really love this colorway when they asked me to choose which of the hand-painted pens, because they want to launch the hand-painted collection, and I chose this Summer Joy. There's this sunflower, very summery pen, but also can do for autumn because of the color. It's not bright neon yellow. This is on the autumn darker tone yellow, and there's also this snail here. So yeah, this is the Euphoria Summer Joy. Second pen, a third pen on here from the Benu Euphoria line is the Benu Signature Collection under the Euphoria. So the body is Euphoria, and they started doing this customized signature hand painted. So you can request what name to put here. It can be longer or shorter, but this is my handle, Korisoxy, and I asked to put it, so they use it in gold. So again, if this was in gold, I think it was better, but it's still okay. And this is in the elastic fine nib, so I can do some flexing there. This is, yeah, I think this is the only elastic I have in the Euphoria. And then this is another Euphoria here, which is the Northern Gold. These two I always get confused, and you know, because they were launched also at the same time, and I think they were sent almost also at the same time. So this is the Northern Gold. There is also a silver white vibe for this, but of course I chose this. So as you can see, the flakes are very, very unique. It's placedly unique, and then I don't think there's two the same pens again alike. And there's also a flakes here on the ring, on the section, and as well as here. So again, number 6 Schmidt nib, gold plated, sorry, not golden, but you can request a 14 karat gold nib on this one. Last Euphoria I have here is the Bourbon. So this is my Totga pen, the one that got away. I was not able to buy it locally. It was no longer available. Again, one of the OG pens from the Euphoria collection. And since this is the very first pen, this one is silver steel. This one I get so I really wanted this, because after I've seen it from Pens and Tea, she really loved this pen, and so gladly Benu was very kind enough to send it to me. Okay, and then a short horror story here. This pen broke into two when it fell, so immediately I was looking for ways to fix it. It was not even written for a day or two. It's very new, but this one fell off. So this stuck here when they are separated on the floor, and then this one is, luckily nothing on the entire body piece here was cracked, and so the glue is still really visible on this part, but it's working, and that's the most important thing. I cannot find our ways to remove the glue, and of course I will not hassle Benu to fix this and all the way to Armenia, so it's just fine. This will do, and of course it's still looking good as new. At least this is safe. This is safe. So that's the story of my Euphoria collection. I have 5. And moving on to the last category or collection here is the Tribute. So Tribute is another new model released recently this year, and it's all about inspiration of art, history, and whatnot. So this is inspired by a Black Coffee song, and so this is my first tribute sent to me, and of course I chose the coffee. There's a lot of, and by the way, this is again intricately hand painted with all the details, if you can see. Really, I don't know how long it takes to finish one pen, hence the price. So the tribute, I guess, is the most expensive from all the line, the premium one. They will also come in a different box if you ordered the $330 or more pen. But so far, these pens are really of the premium side. So if you have the budget, you can start collecting the Benu tribute. Second here is the tribute Benu, B-E-N-N-U with a double N. This is an Egyptian inspired pen. I think they got their name from this bird. And again, it's hand painted. Look at all these elements of the Egyptian era. And of course, I love birds. So there's that bird there, which is also named Benu. And see the details of how it's painted. So yeah, it's a little like a cream side beige. So if you love this color combination, do check this out, Benu and the tribute collection. Third Benu here is the Venus. So this is my only tribute here that is plain. There's no hand painted, but look at how this luxury pen looks. If we don't want all the loud hand painted and designed very in your face, you just want to discreetly use and write your pen in public, this is the best pen. It reminds me of, you know, if you're into my era and you know the Gossip Girl Lily Bass, Lily the mother of Serena, it's like her style. Very, very exquisite, minimalist, but you will know that it's expensive. So yeah, this is the Venus. Of course, it's inspired by the Venus, goddess Venus. And last pen that I have here, which is also the latest pen edition, is the tribute Darwin. Again, this is inspired by the Charles Darwin writer. And look at this pen. You can see it for yourself, how it's designed with all the bronze, rose gold flakes, greens, ambers. Like, it's all me in one pen. So yeah, this is the most beautiful, like a little bit masculine pen that I can say tribute. Okay, so these are all my 21 Benu pens in my collection. And if you are planning to get any Benu pens next year or for yourself for this Christmas, I suggest, if you don't want all the flashy gold, but that is really the Benu signature, you can start with the Haute collection, which comes with different design. It has 10 different designs you can check. But if you're also a collector, they have it in the gem category in their website, wherein the pens are prototype. So you only have that pen and you don't have any, and there's nobody else in the world having that pen. So this is a great start. It's a standard pen size, around 5 point something inches height. You can also post it, but I don't recommend. So this is a good start if you want to start with Benu. But if you love pocket pens, I suggest the Briolette. I think Briolette or the Minima. Really, it's still considered pocket for me. And my least favorite here is I think the least favorite here is the Daily Mate. I don't know why, but I don't often grab this. Maybe the color, the combination, but the writing is the same. Maybe I'll give it a chance. Maybe on summer I will re-ink this again. But yeah, just talking about least favorite is the Daily Mate. I'm not sure it's fat or body-wise. Talisman is better if you were compared to the height. So yeah, Daily Mate is my least. And then my favorite, as you can see, is the Euphoria. I think Tribute is racing up to that because there's one space here and I know there's one coming, and stay tuned for that. But yeah, for this year, thanks to Benu, they kindly work with me and generously send me these pens to review, and just in return, there's no monetarily involved. I just have to tell my review, my honest opinion, and give them feedbacks, and I did. So I'm just sharing this with you guys. So if you want to grow your collection, I know a lot of people also grow the Briolette and the Talisman, but I love this this size, the Euphoria and the Tribute. So you can try them, and they are free shipping for orders over $280 via DHL or FedEx. So your pen is always safe and it always arrives maybe maximum 5 days. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's pen chit chat, and I hope you will enjoy the rest of the remaining days of 2025, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.